Hello students, welcome back to my channel. So this is a continuation video of the topology. In this video lecture we are going to study very important topic, neighborhood of a point. Okay, and we shall see some examples and theorems on this. Before that, we define neighborhood of a point. Definition: let x comma t be a topological space then, and let x be any point which belongs to the set X, then a subset n of X is said to be neighborhood of point X if there exists an open set such that, so an open set G such that this X belongs to open set G and which is a subset of N. So that means a subset N of X is said to be neighborhood of this point X if there exists an open set such G such that this X belongs to G and this G is a subset of N. So that is, this N is superset of an open set G containing X. Okay, then N is called neighborhood of X. Okay, also this N is called, also G is called open neighborhood of X. So since why this G is called open neighborhood means because X belongs to G, it is subset of G itself and this G is open. So therefore this G is called open neighborhood of X. Okay, and it is not necessary that this N is open. Okay, it may be open or closed. Okay, we don't have any condition that N is open. You can observe that N may be any subset of X. Okay, so G must be open, that G must belongs to the topology T, but N may belongs to topology or not. It may be open or not. Okay, so if this N is open, then it is called as the open neighborhood. Okay, so if N belongs to topology T, then it is called as the open neighborhood. Otherwise it is simply called as the T neighborhood. Okay, so that is, so here we have a note here. First one, neighborhood. So in short, neighborhood is denoted by this symbol. Okay, so neighborhood of a point X belongs to topological space X comma T is called T neighborhood. Okay, T neighborhood. Okay, second note, in any topological space the neighborhood of a point need not to be open. So as I told you that this n may be open or not. Okay, so but G must be open and n must be superset of this G. That means G must be contained in n. Okay, so in other words we can say that a neighborhood is nothing but, from definition it is clear that neighborhood of a point x belongs to topological space x comma t is a superset of n of some open sets. Okay, or some open sets G containing point x. Because why? Because this point x may belongs to one open set or many open set, more than one. So that is, this neighborhood is the superset of all those open sets which contains the point x. Let's see some example. For example, we have a set here x is equals to, let x is equals to a comma b comma c, and consider any topology. T is equals to phi comma x and a comma b and ab. Okay, so let's consider this, and so let this be a topology. Okay, now the neighborhood of point, so find neighborhood of point a, b. Okay, so just simply we find neighborhood of point a, then we go for another example. Okay, so find neighborhood of this, find neighborhood of a. Okay, this point a. So the question is that we have to find the neighborhood of a. For that we have to consider all the open set which contains this point a. You can observe that here we have two open set which contains a. From the definition we know that a set n is a neighborhood if it is a superset of the open set which contains the point a. Okay, so first we have to write the open sets which contains this point a. So you can observe that solution, the open sets which contains point a are, you can observe that this set a and set a comma b and this set x. Okay, so now we have these three open sets. So now we have to write the superset of all these open sets. Okay, so first we write superset of this a and this ab and x. Okay, as we know that x is superset of itself. Okay, so since x is superset of x itself, so therefore superset of x is x only. So next we write superset of this a, and superset of set a are, superset means we have to check this a is subset of the sets. Okay, we have to write all those subsets which are superset of this point a, that means which contains this point, sorry, not point, this set a. Okay, so the superset of this set a are, so it is a set, it may be open or closed. So the set x and a comma b, and it may be a comma c. Okay, So I will write all the possible subset of this set X, okay, which may contains this T or not, okay, sorry, which belongs to this T or not, okay. So A comma C, and the superset containing this point A are A comma B comma C. This I have written already, this point X, okay, that's it. So the superset containing this point A are X, A comma B and A comma C. So it is nothing but this one, okay. Now we have to check this up. Already we have checked this X, okay. Now we have to check the superset of this A comma B. The supersets of A comma B are, so check the all those subset of X which contains this A comma B. They are first definitely A comma B, okay, and second one is A comma B comma C, or you can write the set X, okay, A comma B, and another combination will be, okay, that's it, A comma B, okay. Only we have only two sets, X and A comma B, okay. So now therefore the neighborhood of, so simply we write the neighborhood of point X are, okay. So since all these three open sets contains this point A, not A, point X, okay, containing point A are A comma B and X, and the supersets of all these three sets are these sets, okay. We write therefore the neighborhood of point A are first X, and we write A comma B, A comma C, okay. Now check for A comma B, already we have written this A comma B, okay, and already we have written X, okay. So thus the neighborhood of point A are X, A comma B and A comma C, okay. Now we consider another example. Let's same this same topological space, okay. So only second one we have to find neighborhood of, you can consider any other point, okay, neighborhood of point B or C, okay. I will take this C, okay. As you can see, the open set containing this point X is the only set X, so, okay, the remaining set does not contains this point C. So therefore we can write here the open set containing point C is only X, okay. So therefore, and we know that superset of X is X only, okay. Therefore the neighborhood of point C is X only, okay, like this. So again we find the neighborhood of B also, neighborhood of point B, so same topological space, okay. So we find the neighborhood of point B. So now you can observe that the open sets containing this point B are, you can observe that this is the open set containing point B and this B and A comma B, okay. First we write all the open set, then we find the superset of those open sets, okay. The open sets containing point B are, we have three open sets. One is X, second one is set B and set A comma B, okay. Now we find superset of all these three open sets, okay. the superset of x is x only. Okay, second one, the supersets of this set B are, we have more than one, so therefore we write supersets of this B are first B itself. Okay, second one A comma B. Okay, so remember that this superset may be open or closed. Okay, that may, sorry, they may be open or not. Okay, so we have to just write all the possible subsets of x which contains this point B. Okay, sorry, not point, this set B. Okay, B, A comma B. The one more combination is B comma C. You can observe that this B comma C does not belongs to this T, even though we are writing this B comma C, because this is the superset. We are not writing open sets, we are writing superset of this B. So therefore we write all the possible subsets of this X. Okay, here we are not writing based on this topology. Okay, we are writing all the possible sets which contains this subset B. Okay, so B comma C and finally X. So these are the possible combination, possible superset which contains B. Therefore, so now we have to write one more superset of this A comma B. Okay, the supersets containing A comma B are, definitely first will be X, because it is a superset of all the subsets X, A comma B itself, and okay, that's it, X and A comma B only. Okay, so therefore neighborhood of, we write all these supersets. Okay, neighborhood of point B are, first one is the set containing this B, A comma B, B comma C and X. Okay, so we have written all the possibilities. So superset of this X is X, and even this X and A comma B, here I have written this. Okay, therefore the neighborhood of point B are B, A comma B, B comma C, X. Okay, next we consider one more example. Let A comma B comma C and T is equals to phi of X comma A comma B comma A comma B, B comma C be a topology on X. Then find T neighborhood of points A, point B and point C. Okay, we use the same procedure, that first we find all the neighborhood, all the open set which contains A, then we find the superset of that subsets containing A. Okay, the open sets, so this is for first. Okay, the open sets containing point A are, so you can observe that the open set containing this point A are this X, A comma B. So X, set A and A comma B. Now we have to write all the supersets of this X, A and A comma B. We know that superset of X is X only. Okay, the superset of X is X, and the supersets of A are A. Okay, first we write A itself, A comma B, A comma C, okay, and X, and the supersets of A comma B are x and a comma b. Only the possibility is this one only. Okay, next, therefore the neighborhood of point A are, so write all the collection of this. Okay, collection of this supersets, that is x, a comma b, a comma c. Okay, so similarly you can find neighborhood of point B and neighborhood of point C by yourself. Okay, try this. Now we move to the next point, that is theorems on neighborhood of x. Okay, so before that we shall see some one more definition of neighborhood, that is neighborhood, second definition. So now we have seen that neighborhood of a point. Similarly we define neighborhood of a set. Same, it is almost same as the definition of neighborhood of a point. Okay, so neighborhood of a set. Definition: let x comma t be a topological space and A be any subset of x. So there we have taken x be any point of x, but here because it is neighborhood of a set, therefore here we take A be any subset of x. Then a subset n of x is called neighborhood of A if there exists an open set G, okay, which belongs to T, such that this A is subset of G and G is subset of N. So then this N is called neighborhood of set A. Okay, in other words we can say that neighborhood of this A is superset of open sets which contains this set A. Okay, sorry, we can say that supersets of open sets which containing subset A. Next we have properties of neighborhood. First theorem: let x comma t be a topological space then first one, every x belongs to x has at least one neighborhood so has at least one neighborhood. So for every point x belongs to x, it has at least one neighborhood, because you know that, so x belongs to each topology, okay, and x is superset of itself. There must exist at least one neighborhood of this point x, which is x itself. Okay, we shall prove this in the next step. Okay, so second property, so by this we can conclude that the neighborhood system is always non-empty. Okay, now second property, every neighborhood of x belongs to x contains x. No doubts, because an open set G contains x, it is a subset of neighborhood of subset of n, therefore every neighborhood definitely contains x. Okay, third one, every superset of a neighborhood of x belongs to x is neighborhood of x. Okay, so here it means that every superset of neighborhood, that is n, of point x belongs to x is a neighborhood of x. So see here, suppose we have a superset of neighborhood of n, which may be m. Definitely, since this x belongs to g, which is subset of n, definitely this g is subset of m. So therefore we can say that this m is also neighborhood of x. Okay, and the fourth property, the intersection of two neighborhoods, the intersection of two neighborhoods of point x belongs to x is also a neighborhood of x. Okay, now we shall prove one by one. Prove first one. So we have to prove that every x belongs to x has at least one neighborhood. So that means we have to show that neighborhood system is non-empty. Okay, so we know that x is, so always x is open set. X and phi are open sets. Since x being open set, it is neighborhood of each of the points, that is x belongs to x is always subset of x itself. Okay, so since x is open and it is subset of itself, so therefore we can say that for every point x belongs to x, there exists always a neighborhood x. Okay, so where, so therefore we write where x is arbitrary point, so therefore always there exists a neighborhood of x belongs to x. Okay, which is non-empty. Okay, second one. So second one, we have to prove that every neighborhood of x belongs to x contains x. Okay, so we have to show that neighborhood of this point x that contains x. Okay, so that means we have to show that this x belongs to in the neighborhood also. Okay, by the definition of neighborhood, we have x belongs to g and this g is subset of n. It implies that this x also belongs to n. So x belongs to n because this g is subset of n. So definitely x belongs to this neighborhood. Okay, so hence proof, that is all the neighborhoods of point x contain x. Okay, so now we prove third one. Third one is every superset of a neighborhood of x belongs to x is a neighborhood of x. Definitely. So let n be a neighborhood of x and m be superset of n. Then by definition of neighborhood of a point, we have, okay, So there exists an open set G which contains X and is a subset of N. Okay, so there exists an open set G containing X such that X belongs to G and it is subset of N. Okay, but M is superset of N, that is N is subset of M. So therefore we can write X belongs to G is subset of N, and which is subset of M. It implies that we can write X belongs to G. This is subset of M also. Okay, so therefore now by applying the definition we can write it as M is neighborhood of X. Okay, for fourth one, let N1 and N2 be two neighborhood of the point X belongs to X. Now we shall show that N1 intersection N2 is a neighborhood of X. Okay, so we shall show that N1 intersection N2 is also neighborhood of X. Okay, now since N1 and N2 are neighborhoods of X belongs to X, there exist two open sets, right? Because these two are here we have considered two neighborhoods, therefore there exist two open sets, G1 and G2, containing point X such that G1 is open set, X belongs to G1 is open set of N1, and X belongs to G2 is open set of X belongs to G2 is subset of N2. Okay, so since this X belongs to G1 is subset of N1 and X belongs to G2 is subset of N2, we can say that it implies that since X belongs to G1 and X belongs to G2, we can say that X belongs to G1 intersection G2 and G1 intersection G2 is subset of N1 intersection N2, right? So therefore, since we know that open set intersection of two open sets is again open, now it being open, so thus G1 intersection G2 is an open, because we know by the theorem or intersection of two open sets is open. So therefore G1 intersection G2 is an open set containing point X and it is contained in N1 intersection N2. So therefore N1 intersection N2 is a neighborhood of X. Okay, so I repeat, so since N1 and N2 are the neighborhoods of point X belongs to X, definitely there exist two open sets containing the point X such that X belongs to G1 is subset of N1 and X belongs to G2 is subset of N2. So therefore we can say that this X is common in G1 and G2, therefore we can say that X belongs to G1 intersection G2, it is a subset of N1 intersection N2. Now we know that G1 intersection G2 open intersection of two open sets is again a open, so therefore we can say that this G1 intersection G2 is open and it is open set containing X and it is subset of N1 intersection N2. So it contained N1 intersection N2 means it is subset of N1 intersection N2. By applying definition of neighborhood, we can say that this N1 intersection is neighborhood of point X. Okay, Therefore n1 intersection n2 is a neighborhood of x. So therefore we can say that, or we can conclude that the intersection of two neighborhoods of a point x is again a neighborhood of x. Okay. Next we have second theorem, theorem 2. So this is very important. Okay. A subset of a topological space x comma t is open if and if it is neighborhood of each of its points. Okay, so first you understand this statement carefully. Okay, so here given that A is subset of a topological space x comma t, then this subset A is called open if and if it is neighborhood of all of its points. Suppose this A contains A comma B, so it is called open if and only if it is neighborhood of each of its points. So it is neighborhood of this point A. So that is neighborhood of A is A comma B, and B is, that is neighborhood of point B is A comma B. Then only we can say that then this A comma B is open set. So that means this is neighborhood to its points A comma B for every point, that is it is neighborhood of each of its points. For every point of A, it must be neighborhood of itself. Okay, so that only we have to prove. So we have to prove in two parts. First one is necessary and second one is sufficient. Okay, proof. So first part is very simple. Let G be open, then we have to show that it is a neighborhood of each of its point. Okay, so let G be open. Okay, so that is let x comma t be a topological space G open means G is and GB open set. So that means G is subset of X. Okay, GB subset of X which belongs to T. So that is G is open. Okay, now we have to show that this G is neighborhood of all of its points. Okay, now we shall show that G is neighborhood of each of its points. Since we know that for each point x belongs to G, it is subset of itself. Okay, so G is subset of itself. Therefore we can say that each x belonging to, there exists open set G itself such that x belongs to G which is subset of G. Hence we can say that this G is neighborhood of X. Okay, So therefore G is neighborhood of each of its point. Okay, now we prove the necessary sufficient condition, that is, conversely, suppose G is open, suppose G is neighborhood of each of its points. Okay, then we shall show that G is open. We have to show that G is open. So here we assume that G is neighborhood of each of its points. Then we shall show that G is open. Okay. So for that, suppose here there arises two conditions. G may be null set or G is non-empty. Okay. Suppose G is empty set, that is G is equals to null set. Then this implies that definitely it is clearly, since phi is open set, G is also open. Clearly G is open because phi is an open set. Now if this G is not equals to open set, then for each x belongs to G, there exists an open set G of x such that this open set, that is x belongs to open set, is subset of G, because G is neighborhood of this point x. Okay, so here we assume that G is neighborhood of each of its points, means there exists an open set Gx which is a subset of G. So then we can say that since G is neighborhood of all of its points, so we can say that it is clear that G is equals to, it is the collection of all those open sets, because for each point x belongs to this G, there exists an open set, then definitely this G will be the arbitrary union of all the Gx. Okay, so x belongs to G. Now, but we know that the arbitrary union of open set is a open set, so therefore we can say that this G is open. But Gx being open, and we know that the arbitrary union of open sets being open, we can say that this G is open. Okay, so it follows that G is open, hence the proof. I repeat, so first we prove this in two parts. First, let G be open, then we show that G is the neighborhood of all of its point. Okay, for that, because we know that G is a subset of itself, therefore each x belonging to G, there exists an open set G itself such that x belongs to G is subset of G. So which implies that G is a neighborhood of each of its points. Now we consider, suppose G is a neighborhood of each of its points, then we shall show that G is neighborhood. So here also arises two conditions. If G is null set, then it is clear that because null set is always open, G is open. Suppose G is not null set, then we consider For each x belongs to G, there exists an open set G of x such that this x belongs to G of x is a subset of x. Then it is clearly G is equals to arbitrary union of all the open sets, because it is a collection of all the open sets G of x. Since the arbitrary collection of open sets is arbitrary union of open sets is open, we can conclude that this G is open. Okay.